Dustin Allen, straight out of Arizona.
Dustin Allen. Dude's a freaking stud.
What's up, Arm Fighter Gang YouTube? First thing I just want to say, I am so happy, so thankful, and so excited to watch my subscribers rise over the last few weeks. I'm really honestly thankful for each and every one of you that subscribed. Thank you very much. When we get this thing to a point where I can get out there and do what I do, I'm gonna make you guys proud, and you get to say, yep, I backed that horse, I promise that. So anyways, a lot of you are just kind of barely getting to know me. I've never been into the sport for the exposure. I do it because I love that adrenaline rush in that moment of battle. That's what it's always been about for me. So I've always kind of been terrible about posting to social media, hit or miss. I'm really good about it when I'm throwing an event because it's for a purpose. But promoting myself, I gotta say, has always kind of been my weak spot. But I've come to this realization to go do what I love to do, to go see where I actually sit, how good I really am, find out how good I can become, because I'm never gonna be the best version of myself staying at home. I'm gonna have to promote myself and create some sort of outlet that provides me the opportunity to do that. So that's why I'm here, and every one of you that's subscribed is a part of that. I'm very thankful. So the next couple of videos I post, I'm gonna kind of give you the little bit of a video I have on Facebook of me arm wrestling, and kind of explain to you a little bit about what it is. So this first video I'm going to show you is my first tournament ever. How I had found arm wrestling is I first started watching Game of Arms on A&E, or was it? But whatever channel it is, Game of Arms. I was hooked on that channel every week. I'm not a TV watcher. Every week I made sure my butt was on the couch to watch that show. And I thought then I could beat Travis. I still think I will one day. I did think then I could beat Travis. Little did I know what the world of arm wrestling was. So, huge fan of that show. I'm at I go get my kids a pool. It's way far from my house, and I'm on my way back. I had some money in my pocket, and there's a yard sale, some pool toys and stuff. So I swing in, notice there's an arm wrestling table. It's being used as a donut stand. They wanted like $60. I had like $35 on me or something. They gave me the table for $35. It was all beat and worn down. Took it home, refinished it. And like 2 weeks later, I was going to this concert called Country Thunder. It's like a 5-day concert, camp and party. That used to be what I promoted before arm wrestling, was that party. Anyways, so everyone was worried about me bringing that table that was going to cause fights. Never caused a fight. I was on that table all 5 days, and I never lost a match. I'm going to dig those video guys up for you somewhere. I do have some GoPro videos of that ugly arm wrestling. But I never lost a match that weekend. But oh boy, was I was beat down. I remember my arms would be hurting so bad, I'd go hide that arm wrestling table, and then I'd get a little bit of that liquor in me feeling good, and I'd pull it back out. It was like a steady thing all weekend. I didn't even know the benefit of an ice bath, and that weekend I found myself with my arms in the cooler. I even was promoting some topless arm wrestling that weekend. Terrible. But, so was my first exposure to really arm wrestling on the table. And my cousin Luke Leffler, he had been arm wrestling competitive for a while, but he's a lot younger than me, so we never really kicked it growing up. And our other cousin Brent was like, "Oh, you think you're a good arm wrestler? Arm wrestle Luke." And then I'm like, "Let's arm wrestle Luke." And he's like, "Oh, I only do it on the table." So he invited me to my first practice, and then I just never left. So the video you are about to see is my first ever tournament. Going into this tournament, I never won a match at practice. I'm generally the bigger guy, so those guys are always starting with me like this, and I can't just fight for it. So let that be something to put there in the registry for you newer guys. Going into this tournament, I had always started in a negative because I wasn't going to cry about, oh, you got a better position than me as we were practicing, and I would always lose. When it came game day, and I got to start in just a neutral position, I felt like a beast, and I performed like a beast. And so that was my first tournament ever, and I did really well, as you'll see. And my second tournament ever, which I don't have any videos from because it was you couldn't video there, was the 2015 WAL regionals, where they brought, I think there was north, south, and west. There's 3 regions. They brought us all together in Vegas. I think it was probably the biggest tournament in North American history since the Over the Top tournament. And so that was my second tournament ever, and I actually got 2 wins right and 3 wins left. I'll never forget that experience. I remember walking across the casino floor, had my buddy Chance with me. He drove me out there, had my headphones on, had my hoodie up, felt like I'm Mike Tyson. I'm a bad motherfucker. Walking through this casino, about to go do my thing, and then I walk into this venue, and it's a legit ESPN production, cameras, lights, and then kind of looking around the room, and every arm wrestler I'd ever seen on YouTube. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm still feeling pretty good, right? And then they call the super heavyweights, and it's like, all of a sudden, it's like Lord of the Rings. Like, all these trees just start walking out of the shadows. Rah, rah. But I think that tournament right there, that experience, is what made me as an arm wrestler, is what hooked me as an arm wrestler. That environment is like nothing else. I really crave those style tournaments. But so here we go. Here's this video of my first tournament. I hope you enjoy. And the next one I post will be a little collage, and I'll explain to you what's in there. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for subscribing. And if you've watched this far, please help me in my journey. I'm trying to get to that 1,000. I'm trying to get a little bit of this YouTube money so I get out there on the road and see where I fall in the rankings. I think I can bust a lot more wrist back than everybody knows. Anyways, enjoy.
A whole lot of hustle, a whole lot of brain, a whole lot of heart, I give a whole lot of pain. I'm good for a fight like a pit that's been trained. Go straight for your throat, leave you dead in the ring. Half German engineer, half IRA. When I assemble the bombs, you know they detonate. Ask me how I'm living, tell you life is great. Still kicking in the doors and taking out the same. Keep the bunny got tricks, but don't trick the kids. Kids know when you're lying, so I tell it like it is. My battle plan is bulletproof, I will not lose. The double R buckle, blow off them tattoos. Catch me in a Puma shirt, matching the shoes. Or catch me in county stripes, leaving the shoes.